St. Catherine, home of the old capital. Its treasured past is revered. Its future is promising. Integral to Spanish Town living up to its full potential is this facility, the NWC's treatment plant, located at Job Lane. Water is life. It's a vital and essential fluid for domestic, commercial, and recreational activities. And this treatment plant plays a vital role to ensure that homes, businesses, and schools are adequately supplied. You are looking at the largest treatment plant in St. Catherine. But before we go into detail about the modern facility, let's highlight the essential source. It's this.
The Rio Corby source is the main feeder for the treatment plant.
The Rio Corby is a national gem. It's a legend in Jamaican folklore. Its scenic beauty is admired. Its flow through the Boardwalk Gorge is a constant feature of the area. There is no great fear that it would run completely dry, even if there are drought challenges.
Well, I've been here since 1998, and the Rio Corby source is not one of those who have failed us to that point. For the most part, we get consistent water from the Rio Corby.
The river is managed by the National Irrigation Commission. Some of the water is supplied to farmers. Substantial amounts are also supplied to the NWC. Water flows from the Rio Corby and is channeled to enter the Spanish Town treatment plant. When the raw water enters the treatment plant, it undergoes a vigorous treatment process so that residents in Spanish Town and the surrounding environs get the best quality.
So our process starts here at the Spanish Town treatment plant with pre-chlorination. So as soon as we do the screening, which the screening is at the intakes, we block out the sediments and leaves from coming onto the plant. We then use the pre-chlorination as the first injection point of chemical, where we inject chlorine into the system.
Another ingredient used in the treatment process is aluminium sulfate. But what sets this treatment plant apart from the rest is the use of the ingredient polyaluminium chloride, commonly known as PAC. Mr. Darwin Johnson is the regional manager for St. Catherine and Clarendon, and he explains the significance of PAC and its pioneering impact on the Spanish Town treatment plant.
It is one of the few plants, it's the only plant in Jamaica that uses polyaluminium chloride, that is PAC, for its treatment. And the treatment that is used in polyaluminium chloride is very effective in reducing and removing the sludge that comes out of the river.
It highlights the innovative thrust of the NWC. The upgrading of the plant was significant to use the PAC, as turbidity can now be effectively dealt with.
But with the advent of this new 15 million gallon plant that across the river, we'll be able to meet the demand of the different communities.
Years gone by when the treatment plant was in operation, if the rain comes down and the turbidity goes over 400 NTU, it's the level at which the water gets, we would call it dirty water, we'd have to shut down the plant. With PAC, the treatment plant is able to treat up to 1,000 NTU. So even in heavy rainfall, the plant is still in full operation.
The treatment process involves a separation of the treated water so that quality water flows to the storage tank. There's also a section that facilitates the extraction of all impure materials. The plant has the capacity to produce 4 million gallons of water daily. On average, 3.1 to 3.2 gallons are produced per day. The water produced here serves a vast number of areas, including Old Harbour Road and all roads leading off, Spanish Town proper, Brunswick, and Phoenix. Quality is everything. After the water is produced, distribution is critical. There are challenges, but they are being addressed.
Once the treatment is done, then now we pump directly to the network. Now, in pumping to the network now, what happens is that we have what we call transmission main. So the transmission main, which carry the bulk of the water, to what we call your distribution main, which the most customers would be on our distribution main. So every now and then you will have breakage.
As a customer, you can be assured that our teams are constantly working to address these issues.
Our objective is that we would love to repair our leaks within 24 hours. Unfortunately, that's not the case, especially for the older scheme. When I say the older scheme, I'm making reference like your Willowdene, your Oakdale, your Golden Acres. Those schemes have been here for sometime 30, 40, 50 years. So you find out that those infrastructures are pretty brittle and weak. You have a little sense of pressure bus pipe. What that means is that the more pressure you put in the main, the more like that you will have breakage. So what you find happening is that in the newer schemes, you won't have that issues. But in the older schemes, you will have those issues. So what we have been doing, we have been actively replacing as much as those pipeline as possible.
Another challenge that cannot be ignored is the quality of the raw water due to spills.
The biggest challenge for this facility is the chemical spill from other companies upstream. That would have caused the plant to shut down sometimes in excess of 2 weeks. And we have to find alternate source to feed our customers. And we try our best to get them water even when the facility is out.
Our team is motivated. Our team is inspired. Our team is focused. And you, our valued customers, will always take center stage in our operations.
Every morning is a motivation. My job is challenging. However, the reward separate from compensation is to see people smiling. So when people can turn on the taps and have water, and I know I have a role to play in that, it excites me. I'm a part of the whole culture change process, and I believe in teamwork, customer-centricity, integrity, innovation. I'm a part of it, and I'm very much excited. So it gives me motivation. I love my job, I love what I do, and I'll be here until retirement.
Let's now extend our focus beyond the Spanish Town treatment plant. As a demonstration of our innovation core value, we have undertaken several small projects that have had a big impact. This is a person who is a driving force behind those efforts. Her name is Sharon Muta, the project coordinator for St. Catherine and Clarendon.
At all levels, it is our quest as an entity at all times to ensure that households have water or access to water.
Several factors are taken into account before a project is carried out. These include, but are not limited to, the terrain, the elevation profile of the community, as well as the feasibility of the project.
Projects can take the form of pipeline extension, pipeline replacements, water improvement, because some communities already have water. We just need to maybe just tweak some things in the system. It can even take the form of acquisitions. And we also do regularizations where a community might just have an informal kind of setup, and we would come in and ensure that they have a formal system going.
We strive to strike a balance between operating a viable business as well as providing a valuable service. With this in mind, the return on investment is always a consideration. May we have an example of an area where a project was carried out and the benefits that were derived by the residents?
We had water from Bernard Lodge, on and off. There were times we had none at all. Since Water Commission came in 2020, it's been wonderful. We have running water in the pipes, shower. You know, it's been wonderful, and I just want to say thank you, NWC. Big up.
We are a team working for a central goal, your satisfaction. Here's another member of our team.
Well, my substantive post is commercial analyst, but since July 2014, I've been with the Revenue Department, and primarily as revenue analyst, but also as receivables manager from time to time. Well, my greatest satisfaction comes from seeing a customer, or better yet, a consumer who had an illegal connection becoming a customer. So they get regularized. Also, for example, an inactive account for which we have a negotiated payment arrangement, and that customer now is also regularized. And what it results in is one less inactive account, and that to me is a sense of accomplishment, because we really want less inactives, more actives.
There is much value in this advice, and it should be followed by you or customers.
We want persons to know that the NWC is very serious when it comes on to matters of illegal connections, because this can result in prosecutions. It can also result in court action. You can be retroactively charged, which all of this can be avoided if you come and speak to us first.
As a customer-centric organization, we will always strive for excellence in service delivery.
Currently, we have the Portmore NRW reduction program. What it focuses on really is leak detection and repairs. It focuses on pressure management and also metering. With metering or replacement of defective meters, we can have more accurate build consumption. We want our customers to come to us. Let us work together so that your account can be regularized.
The locations of our customer service department are Shop 1A, Portmore Mall, and Shop 7, Oasis Plaza, Spanish Town. A number of complaints are addressed by our hardworking staff. These include billing concerns, high consumption questions, balance inquiries, and dispute charges.
Come and speak to us. We are here, and we really want to hear from you.
The NWC, serving you in so many ways.